they stay there, and they say yeah. Do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air. I don't think you wanna give, you don't really. You ain't really trying to get rich. Nah, you don't really want it. Now you don't want that late night gas with no break, like crash in the daylight. I see it in your face. You don't want that blood, sweat, tears in a bunk bed. Peers know they upset. That Lambo in your gate. Nah, you can't take a loss like that. Off that. Wasn't really forced to shop at Ross like that. Don't know how it feel to can't afford like that. Off deck. Right back, had to get it out the mud. We took. Now they tell me do it for the love. Gotta do it just because. Got this ballin' in my blood. Think I came this far to shoot dubs. I don't think you trying to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. I don't think you want. Now you ain't got what it takes to do it like me. Get your head up in the game or you can sightsee. Waiting for a handout, this ain't that right league. Spend so much time out here balling, it's my wife. From check to check to check the balance. I press, I bet you flop, you all theatric. I'm mostly savage, gambling, take advantage. I'm here to ball while you call off work. When that top jump back, what I call off vert. Before I hit my contract, all off merge. Woo! Let an animal loose. My separation off finesse, I'm just preparing to shoot. Or I can put you on some case, breaking ankles and news, saying this is what they pay me to do. I don't think you're trying to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. I don't think you want. Get rich. I don't think you
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, they're just above 500 after their first 10 games, at 6-4 to be exact. They haven't set the world on fire, but there has been more good than bad, that's for sure. And you might remember the last time we saw Freak on the court. He was putting up gigantic numbers, a huge career high for him, and an amazing performance. Kenny, how impressive was that for you?
Putting up the numbers that he just did, that's something only elite players in the NBA can do. This was the coming out, I'm going to say it, the coming out party of Freak.
Because you've been practicing, man. Always. You'll see tonight. I don't doubt it. But I'll be the one putting on the real show.
Yeah, not a vibe, you say about it.
You better start warming up now if you want to be anywhere near my level. Always a talking freak. See you out there, man.
Greetings, everyone, from Sacramento. The Kings playing host to a Western Conference affair here in the capital of California. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. We take a look at the Warriors. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and have their win total.
They've had an absolutely ideal start to the season. I mean, they were fresh and ready from day one, and the results have been there for them right away.
Yeah, the chemistry on that team is really good. Everyone's role is well defined. They look to be poised for a huge season.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Barnes and Green are the forward set. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Ezeli in at center. He had a nice open look right there. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Rondo passes to Money. This one for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Oakland.
Their last game against this squad, they won out thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
A total team effort. Enjoy how the bench played.
And making connections is always good in any business, and the NBA is no different. From what I've heard, Clark, Freak has done a good job of reaching out to his peers all over the NBA.
I think that's an example of Freak just having a good head on his shoulders and knowing that taking the time to get to know others in the business has its benefits.
And you hear so often about work ethic of players, but Freak has put his money where his mouth is. He built a private gym at his house so he can put time in on the court, Clark, whenever he wants to.
Yeah, that's a good step. And Freak is well known to be a workout. Well, freak is probably the best way to say it, so that shouldn't come as any surprise.
And Freak's agent in attendance at the game today, Dom Pagnotti, the famous Dom Pagnotti. You might hear stories positive and negative about him, but he has a lot of big-name clients, that's for sure, Clark.
Yep, and Freak is one name in a long list for Pagnotti. Some question his motives and how he gets deals done, but that's not for you and I to debate.
No.
You certainly can't argue with his results.
Well, you know him well. You call him DP. I just call him Dom. And that one's good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Rondo against Curry. Matajunas grabs the miss. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Money. From outside, off the mark. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Curry with a wide open look. Again, Curry missing.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
You've really got to be exactly on the same page to connect on that long alley-oop.
And even then, it's a tough play.
I tell you what, the pass and the catch were both next to impossible.
Here is Rondo after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Here's Money. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Thompson dishes to Curry. Curry with another miss. Kings have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Money, guarded by Curry. From 20 feet out. Here's Matajunas, and the layup's good off the glass.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
We're playing too much on the perimeter. Let's look to dump the ball inside.
A quick group substitution here for Sacramento. Koufos checked in for Cousins. Then for the Kings, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Koufos. Scola comes in for Cauley Stein. And Money subbed in for Rudy Gay. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Sacramento, Money in at shooting guard. Roberson is out there with Scola. Then there's Collison, and it's Cousins in at the 5 spot. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls was simply terrific. He finished with 42 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Now here's Barnes, looking for his first basket still in this one. Play on the clock. No good again that time.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising in such a tight game.
Yeah, they've had their chances, and they're playing with passion. They've just got to tighten up on the execution and start it hot, and he's only gotten harder.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Azili kicks to Green. Now the feed to Barnes. Rebound by Money. Money's got rebound number 5 here tonight. From deep. The shot is off. The Warriors go the other way with it. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Monteunas is checked in for Sacramento. Rondo comes in for Money. And the first half comes to a conclusion.
Yes, Kevin.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And in terms of points in that first half,
that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Azili is out there with Green. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. Money. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his 5th assist in this one. Curry passes to Green. Green with a screen for Thompson. 3-pointer. And with that shot, the Kings lead has got down to a point with the bucket from Green.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back. Rondo, a master at setting up teammates.
Curry kicks to Green. And another 3 for Golden State.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
There's a screen by Monteunas. Rondo against Thompson. Here's Money. 20 points for him from past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Dishes it to Barnes for the lead. Rondo with the rebound.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Puts it up from 12. And Curry pulls it down.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that. Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And again, no good by Golden State. The Kings have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Here's Money. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. And that one's good. Cousins.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And the shot is good.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Curry dishes to Green. There's the pass to Barnes. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Barnes has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Puts up a three, and another three for Money.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense. And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
Warriors trail by 6. Outside Curry. Kicks it to Green. That's tipped. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Cauley Stein comes in for Moniunas. Roberson, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Different look here for the Warriors. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Draymond Green. Rush comes in for Barnes. McLemore's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
You can just... the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Collison with it. 5 points in the game. 56 seconds left here in the third quarter. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Just a fantastic game for Money. He's got 32 points. And talk about the three ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
That's good for Money. Both free throws good for Money.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Varejao with a screen on Collison. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Kufis. And here we go with Collison running it up the court. Roberson the pass to Cauley Stein. Kings moving the ball around. Here's Money, guarded by McLemore. 6 to shoot. Here's Money. Again, the miss by the Kings.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here is Livingston. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Warriors have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. Sacramento making some changes. Monty Eunice is checked in for Scola, and Money subbed in for Darren Collison. And then for Golden State, Rush comes in for Draymond Green, and it's Ben McLemore in for Harrison Barnes. Money in at 2-guard. Monty Eunice out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. The Trey, another 3 that time. A beautiful shot for Money. Money's got 37.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
Rush's shot is off. Kings leading now by 8. Here's Money. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. 40 points for Freak.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those.
Down the breakaway slam.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right. Rondo passes to Money. Can he keep it going? And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with the chance to win.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Sacramento.
You're right, Steve, and they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, Clark, for them throughout this game.
No opportunity really to coast, although the score may appear that they did. I love the way they came together whenever things started to look bleak.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And it's always a good feeling to take that second contest after you've dropped the first one to somebody. Just a big win to even things up in their 4-game series against the Warriors.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Money. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Pass to Cousins. Here's Money from the arc. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Money's got 48.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
From deep, McLemore. That's good.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Money. That's good.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Way to play, boy. Way to play. Hey.
Well, Rudy, congratulations.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
He was literally unstoppable tonight, Ernie. Those defenders that were trying to guard him are going to have nightmares tonight. He put on a clinic on how to break down the defense. With that kind of performance, it's going to be hard to repeat it.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11, and the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
And I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we and I can't quit, all I know is
It's time to get away. It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. You brought a lot of money, but me, I'm catching tiny tummy. And you make me sleep. I try and try, and I start to be sensible. You know what I mean? And so it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. And next. Static.